What's happening? What's happening? Cornell the Shooter here, and this is the C&P Network. I ain't gonna hold you long. We're gonna get to the interview. I just want to make sure everybody's aware of the new YouTube program we set in place. For $2.99 a month, you can catch every interview we drop in its entirety. That means no more watching one clip, waiting the next day to watch the other clip. You can watch the whole interview all at one time, unedited. Yo, 1 year in the books. Let's see what we do year 2. Once again, this is the C&P Network. Without y'all, ain't none of this possible. Salute. What's happening? What's happening? Back again for another episode of Verified with Cornell the Shooter on the C&P Network. You already know. If you subscribed, if you're following, I appreciate it. If you're not, what are you doing? Hit that subscribe button, hit that follow button, and don't forget to turn that notification bell. All right. Today, I got another special guest. And when I say special, I mean a real special guest. Today, I'm sitting down with none other than Reggie Long. Brody, what's happening?
What's up? What up? What up? What up?
I can't complain. Should I say Reggie Long Sr.?
You just say Big Reg or something like, just say Big Reg or something like whatever. I don't know, man.
Whatever works. I dig
Yeah,
it.
whatever you
dig it.
comfortable with,
Real Tights own Reggie Long.
What's up? What up? What up?
Man, it's a pleasure to be doing this interview with you.
It's a pleasure to be here. I appreciate you inviting me. And before you get started, I just want to congratulate you on your platform. Congratulate all your success. I see it rapidly growing, and I wish you the best. And I ain't gonna interrupt the interview no more. I just wanted to start off by,
Man, I appreciate that.
Congratulating you and your platform.
No, that means a lot, honestly.
For sure.
Like deeply, that means a lot. I appreciate that.
Man.
There are many people who are familiar who you are. For those that are not familiar, let's get them adjusted to who you are, and then I'm gonna hit you with some hard-hitting questions. Is that cool?
Yeah.
All right. Where exactly are you from?
I'm from Chattanooga, Tennessee.
Born and raised?
Yep. Yeah. Well, I was born in Fort Oglethorpe, Georgia, but I was raised. That's just down the street.
Right down the street.
Right down the street.
Yeah.
I don't think that hospital same name. So yeah, but I was raised in Chattanooga, Tennessee.
That's what's up. What was it like growing up in Chattanooga?
It was. I mean, there's a lot of wild things happening. Chattanooga's a small city, so pretty much everybody kind of know each other. It's a lot of talent in the city, but it's hard breaking through like the industry. And when I say industry, I mean music industry. And the reason I bring that up is because a lot of people, especially in the hoods, they musically inclined, and that's what they go after. But I mean, it's some good sides and some bad sides, just like every other city. Yeah.
That's real. How would you describe Chattanooga as you was coming up to Coming Day, Chattanooga?
Well, see, I'm kind of a little bit older, so like, when I was coming up, everybody was more outside than on the inside. It was more basketball outside. It was more playing football in the yards outside. It was more, it's more outside, less video games. But you had your video games as well.
Right.
But you had your gangs just like you got now. It was more. It's more of a unification with the neighborhoods. A lot of people kind of tend to separate themselves from neighbors, and parents can't say too much to the children because they get more offended. Whereas when I was coming up, your neighbor could tell you, uh, uh, you know, get back up the street, or if you're into something, parents didn't mind the neighbor getting on you because it was more unified like that. But turn this off. It's a lot of it's a lot of similarities as well. Like, I don't know, man. It's some differences, but it's about the same.
Right.
It's about the same. Like I said, this a smaller city, so a lot of people know each other.
Even to this day.
Even to this day, yeah. So it's some similarities, some differences, but still the same.
What's a memory from your childhood that you'll never forget? Now, this could be positive, negative, just something that will stick with you forever.
Oh, that's a good question. A memory from my childhood I never forget. Me personally, when I just when I just think back and something just hit my mind, man, the and a lot of younger folks ain't gonna understand, but if y'all ask somebody in their 40s about an MC Hammer concert, oh man, that that was one of my first concerts I went to. That sticks out. It was crazy. It was crazy. About 100 people on stage. Just the production, the lights, all the lights hitting the clothing shining, the dancing. I mean, it was a crazy concert.
Right.
That's one thing that sticks out. But yeah, that concert and a New Edition concert, which is an R&B group in the
Now did they come here
80s
to
and
chat?
90s. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. A lot of concerts used to be at the UTC Arena. So like it's more like club atmosphere concerts now, maybe, like, arena like theater, like more auditorium concerts. But it was more more so back then, it was arena field concerts when they came through. Like um the rappers, everybody pretty much had arena field concerts,
Right.
and that's just one of the ones that like stick out like to me.
That's what's up.
I mean, it's a couple of things like man. That's just one thing that stuck out when you said that.
Right. Uh, do you have any siblings?
Yeah, yeah. I got one older brother. He's 5 years older than me, and I got a sister that's 1 year younger than me.
That's what's up.
Yeah,
Uh, you was raised with both your parents living in the same home, correct?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
With having both your parents living in the same home while you were growing up, do you feel like that affected your upbringing any?
yeah. Most definitely. It it taught me how to move through my own relationship. It's easy to move through the good times, but it taught me how to move through the bad times and how to compromise and how to even to the point where if it's real petty and it ain't my fault, I can it taught me how to again compromise and if the spouse don't come first, like because it gets to the point you just want peace. So that kind of taught me how to growing up in that environment taught me how to make it through the bad times. Also taught me how to um, raise my kids.
Right.
You know, it taught me what I needed to do, how much I needed to be, in their life and communicating with them. So and it taught me, um, I mean, it taught me just doing things together. Handling business together, um, and just pretty much everything as far as like togetherness and getting things done.
That's what's up. Um, your first involvement with music will come at a young age. In fact, you took piano lessons at 7 years old,
Yeah.
and at 9 years old, you wrote your first song.
Yep. Yep.
What was that experience like being so young, and writing a song at 9 years old?
Um, but first of all, I didn't want to take piano lessons. My mom made me take piano lessons. Um, but when I started taking it, I found myself being tuned in, and the more it was like once a week, and the songs that I got, it just the more weeks went by, the more I wanted to learn them. You know what I'm saying? The more I got tuned in and interested, and I found myself like I didn't really realize I was like knowing music like that. Um, but man, let me turn this off.
You
So I'm
good.
sorry,
You good.
man.
You
I've
good.
been trying to like mute it, but and play it off, but I can't. Let me turn it off. Nobody's texting me like that all day until I get in this interview.
It's all good.
But yeah, and when I wrote my first song, that was like kind of unconsciously. Like I just really just was just kind of singing to myself at that time. I didn't sing in front of nobody. I didn't even consider myself knowing how to sing. I just really unconsciously just was bored and decided to write a song. And I would nobody else knew I sung, but when I like talk on the phone with girls, I would kind of sing, what I'm saying, trying to kind of show out or trying to impress or whatever. And they would like it, but I wasn't gonna sing in front of nobody else because I didn't consider myself as a singer. I just consider myself just, I guess, just liking it.
Gotcha.
not thinking I'm gonna be into it like that. So I just at 9 years old, I just wrote a song and just used it. Like I didn't record it, I just wrote it.
Gotcha. You still remember it today?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Did you ever record it?
I recorded it. I recorded it on not in a studio. I recorded it myself on like a. It was like a kind of like an older recording thing, like a cassette tape, like a. It was portable cassette tape thing. I just recorded it to keep the idea that I didn't know what I was gonna do with. Like I literally just recorded it in the tape on the cassette. Uh, and this is the late '80s
Right.
because I was like 9 in the late '80s.
Yeah.
And so I didn't have plans to be a writer. I just, like I said, unconsciously just recorded it like that. Yep.
Gotcha. Uh, who were some of your early influences when it came to music?
Uh, early New Edition, definitely. That New Edition, Michael Jackson. Um, and I ain't gonna lie, I used to listen to Whitney Houston. Like Whitney Houston, that's man, she was man. I used to listen to. I ain't want no fellas around while I was listening to because I
Right. Of
ain't.
course. Yeah. Yeah. Of
But
course.
I used to listen to I listen to her, Michael Jackson, and my dad had some old school records that I don't know if he used to play them when I guess he used to play them when I was a baby.
Right.
By the time I got to realizing they were there when I was around that age, 9, 8, I start going. They were downstairs, and I started going to play them all the time. Then I found myself liking old school music, like older school music. Like
Gotcha.
I would listen to like the '70s, like the Commodores, the Lionel Richie, the Shy Lights, the Blue Magic, Marvin Gaye. Like I start really listening. Prince. I forgot about Prince definitely. Like I start playing these records every day, and I believe that's another big influence. That's what started making me want to write more because I start liking these songs.
Right.
And I didn't know none of my friends was listening to this older classic music like I was. So I didn't play it around them. I just every day went downstairs and I was playing this stuff. And that's pretty much I had it, but like I said, the influences of my age at that time, New Edition like was mainly the influence. Like I wanted to when I kind of start thinking I wanted to sing, I wanted to sing like them. I knew every move on their routine. I started looking at all their videos, learning all of it, and I knew I wanted to be in a group too. After a little bit after that, I started realizing that I wanted to be in a group.
Gotcha.
I wanted to, but I again I wasn't singing at that time, and I didn't. But I was just going on with my life as far as school and all that, and just listening to music. All that stuff really didn't come till later. So
Gotcha.
at that time, that's what it was.